Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about how brilliant Google is, and the moves that they've been making are actually great moves, and in the end it's going to help them win the cloud war because they're spending the money in the right place. So we're going to go back to when they closed their studios, and everybody thought that was a horrible thing. Oh my god, they're closing their studios, they're shutting down. But in reality, if you think about it, guys, the cost to operate that studio, to develop and build that studio from the ground up, and to have expectations of anything quality coming out of that over the last 2 years during the pandemic, when other major game developers were losing contractors left and right, was basically a pipe dream. So letting it go, one, was super smart at that time because of the pandemic. Also the fact just trying to start up from scratch. Same thing, you're not going to get very good talent. Even in a good year, in a normal year, you're not going to be able to recruit good talent starting up a studio from scratch. No one's going to be interested in coming there. So with those objects in front of them, it was a great decision for them to go ahead and shut that studio down. And the outcome of that was, now instead of wasting how much money that they were going to waste on this dream game that Jade Raymond was going to make, more than likely a game like that is going to be $250 to $400, $500 million to develop and finish and fully support. For a startup game system is just a huge risk. Also, the fact that that game is not probably going to come out until 2024, 2025 at the earliest. Same thing with all the delays and with everything going on. So it was a great decision to shut that down. And what they did was, instead, they spent the money now on developing the tool, the Windows porting tool. So it's going to make it quick and easier so their team can port over a lot of, AAA or smaller AAA games, AA games, stuff that you see, all these thousands of games that we're seeing on GFN. Now you're going to be able to see lots of those games quickly be ported over to Stadia. So that's a brilliant decision. Besides the fact, creating a tool like that, instead of just throwing $10 million to this developer to bring over a game and $10 million to this developer to bring over a game, in the long run, the same thing. That tool is something that Google is saying, hey, this is going to make the port quick and easy, so the cost can be kept down. It was a brilliant decision to do that. I think Google is really focusing on the quality of service for Stadia. That's what's most important, that it is the best quality out of everybody out there, out of all the cloud gaming services. It's the most reliable, and it offers the most neutral quality. I'm not saying it's the best, the fastest, and it doesn't have to be. It's about the best experience day in and day out, and the easiest experience, and the cost of entry. The fact that they're going to basically be able to give it away for free if they already offer the free service. They're going to continue to be able to offer free service to everybody. And the convenience, that's the reliability, convenience, all that factors in to making it the best. Then if we talk about their white label service, again, it's a brilliant idea. Sure, it sounds risky, I guess, or to Stadia in the beginning, but the reality is, the more games, the way that Google can fragment the game market and take power away from Sony and Microsoft, especially Microsoft with Windows and Xbox, game developers are at their mercy. Thousands of game developers, small developers, big developers, they all count on those numbers. Having a service like Stadia white label to say, hey, you can have your own thing, and you can have your own thing, and you can have your own thing. It puts the power back in the hands of the developer where it belongs. And that's the reason why Microsoft made a haste decision, is mainly because of Google and their white label service, is because the haste decision they made was to go out and spend $70 billion on Activision. Because more than likely, just like we heard that Stadia or Google was poaching Bethesda for white label service, I'm sure they poached many others, and I can almost guarantee you that they approached Activision prior to the deal of Microsoft, or in the middle of it, and that Microsoft made the decision to pull that trigger and buy the game at buy Activision at no cost, at all costs, is because of Stadia's white label threat. Well, guys, it's getting exciting. Cloud wars are heating up. We've got a long way to go. I think we're in a battle to 2030. Google's laying the best roadmap for cloud gaming, the infrastructure, the data centers. They're doing it correctly. I'm not seeing anything from anybody else really that's showing that they're prepping for the future of cloud gaming more so than Google. Nvidia is doing something. They're making moves. They're doing stuff. But I feel like Stadia is being the most aggressive with their data centers, their technology. The Linux technology makes the games actually better better for cloud gaming. It eliminates the lag that Windows inherently brings. So just all in all, they are doing what it's taking to actually push forward everything for cloud gaming. And then, like I said, the race to 2030, when I think that's when things are really going to heat up and pretty much take the switch over. And it's going to get a lot. I think cloud gaming is going to actually grow a lot faster than people expect it to grow. Once we get past a certain point, it's like a point of no return. It's going to get faster, just like technology. Every 2 years, it's faster, faster, faster. The transition's over. It's going to be different than what it was when Netflix was trying to take over the cable companies. It's just different now that the people are already using. There's millions of people already all using Netflix, already using smart TVs, already using smart apps. All Google has to do is advertise into that market that they own Android TV, and instantly the people are going to jump over a lot faster because of cost of entry. It's zero. It's just a no-brainer. I feel like the actual transition and the gain is going to come a lot faster than what they originally anticipated. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to the Game Developer Conference coming up on the 15th. I feel like we're going to get some announcements there. I'm speculating and guessing that Embark Studios, at the very least, is going to announce a beta for Arc Raiders, which will be supported or which will be playthrough on Stadia's tech, whether it's a white label or Stadia itself. But I definitely feel like that's coming, and we'll see where that leads from there. That's all for today, guys. I really appreciate you joining me. Have a great one.